this is Patty Williams with Bluegrass on Stage. This show features Flatt Lonesome. Since the taping of this show, Flatt Lonesome has gone on to win 3 prestigious awards from the International Bluegrass Music Association. They captured the Album of the Year with Runaway Train, the Song of the Year featured on this program, You're the One, and also the Vocal Group of the Year. This was in September of 2016, so sit back and enjoy the great sounds of the award-winning Flatt Lonesome.
Welcome to Bluegrass on Stage. Hi, I'm Patty Williams. We have a treat for you today, one of the best bands touring, Flatt Lonesome. They are IBMA's Emerging Artists of the Year, and they're out promoting their great album, Runaway Train. You're going to enjoy this band. Sit back. Flatt Lonesome is on stage.
Trouble all my life. She put me out into the cold, rain and snow. Rain and snow. Oh, Lord, put me out into the cold, rain and snow. But she came down the stairs with her long black hair, and her cheeks were as red as a rose, as a rose. Oh Lord, well her cheeks were as red as a rose. She gave me trouble all my life. She put me out into the cold, rain and snow. Rain and snow. Oh, Lord, put me out into the cold, rain and snow. Far away, you tell me you wanna be free. But if your new friend breaks your heart in the end, don't you come running back to me. Oh my darling, go and stay if you want it that way. You don't love me, and that is plain to see. If your new love turns you down, I won't be hanging around. So don't you come running back to me. once we were as happy as can be. But once you've gone away, they'll have to stay. Don't you come running back to me. Oh my darling, go and stay if you want it that way. Don't love me, and that is plain to see. If your new love turns you down, I won't be hanging around. So don't you come running back to me. If your new love turns you down, I won't be hanging around. So don't you come running back to me. Don't you come running back to me.
Does my ring burn your finger? Did my love weigh you down? Was a promise too much to keep around? Your kisses were lying. Was there something from the past buried in a shallow grave? Did you think that it was too far gone to say? Please tell me, baby. Please
Thank you guys very much. We're going to do some country music for you now. We enjoy doing country music as well as bluegrass, so we love the good stuff, the old classic country music, and we grew up as a family band, and we're brought up on people like Merle Haggard and George Jones and Willie Nelson, all those guys. So we're going to let the guitar player sing one for you, and he is 22 years old and getting on up there in age, but he plays the guitar for us and does lots of lead and harmony singing, and we'll let him do this next one for you. This is Mr. Buddy Robertson on the guitar.
Thank you very much. Our band had the opportunity of debuting on the Grand Ole Opry August 29th of last year. And I had the opportunity to meet one of my favorite country singers, is John Conley. And when I met him, I told him that we do one of my favorite songs, Rose-Colored Glasses. And John Conley actually gave me his personal pair of rose-colored glasses backstage at the Grand Ole Opry. So I thought that was
Did you bring them with you?
They're actually locked up in my museum at the house.
You have a museum like in your bedroom? Or?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. I got all kind of stuff in there.
Is it?
Well, it's in the top drawer of my dresser.
Oh, that's good. With his unmentionables, I guess.
Yeah. So here's an old country song for you called Rose-Colored Glasses. So many times that it ain't true, and I can't find one good reason for staying. Well, maybe my leaving would be the best for you, but these rose-colored glasses shows only the beauty, 'cause they hide all the truth. And they help me hold on to the good times, the good lines, the ones I used to hear when I held you. And they keep me from feeling so cheated, defeated, when reflections in your eyes show me a fool. But these rose-colored glasses that I'm looking through shows only the beauty, 'cause they hide all the truth. How many of y'all miss real country music? So I'll just keep on hoping, believing that maybe by counting the many times that I've tried, you'll believe me when I say I love you, and I'll lay these rose-colored glasses aside. Well, my hat don't hang on the same nail too long. Well, my ears can't stand to hear the same old song. Well, I don't leave the highway long enough to get bogged down in the mud. I've got rambling fever in my blood. Well, I caught this rambling fever long ago, when I first heard the lonesome whistle blow. Well, if someone said ever gave a dang, well, they dang sure told you wrong. Well, rest this rambling fever in my blood. Rambling fever, kind that can't be measured by degree. Rambling fever, there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. Well, there's times I'd like to bed down on the sofa and let some ugly lady rub my back. Well, then spend the morning hours drinking coffee, studying about when I'll be coming back. 'Cause I don't let no woman tie me down, and I'll never get too old to run around. I wanna die along the highway and run away like some old highline pole. Well, rest this rambling fever in my soul. Rambling fever, the kind that can't be measured by degree. Rambling fever, there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. Rambling fever, the kind that can't be measured by degree. Rambling fever, there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. Well, I said there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. Rambling fever.
Step right up, come on in. If you like to take the grand tour of a lonely house that once was some things that I will tell you, some things that'll chill you to the bone. Over there sits the chair where she bring the paper to me and sit down on my knee and whisper, oh, I love you. And now he's gone forever, and this old house will never be the same without the love that we once knew. Straight ahead, that's the bed where we'd lay and love together. Lord knows we had a good thing going here. See her picture on the table. Don't it look like she'd be able just to touch me and say good morning, dear? There's a ring, all her things, and her clothes are in the closet where she left them when she tore my world apart. And as you leave, you'll see the nursery. Oh, she left me without mercy, taking nothing but our baby and my heart. Step right up, come on in.
Thank you guys very much. We appreciate it. And over here on the fiddle, she sang that last one for you. And she's actually the twin to the guitar player, so just pray for her. And so she's also 22 years old, does all of our fiddle playing and lots of lead and harmony singing, and that's Miss Charlie Robertson on the fiddle, everybody. And we're going to do a song for you off of our newest album. And we've got 3 albums out now on Mountain Home Records, and we'll tell you a little bit about those. But this is on our newest album called Runaway Train. The song is called Still Feelin' Blue. Well, time can pass and time can heal, but it don't ever pass the way I feel. You went away a long time ago, and why you left I never knew. The lonely days and lonely nights, I guess the world knows I ain't feeling right. And when you're gone, the hours pass so slow, and now I'm still feeling blue. And baby, since you walked out of my life, I never felt so low. Can't help but wonder why you had to go. There's many girls that I can say they come and go, but still I feel this way. And ever since the day you said goodbye, no one treats me like you used to do. Well, I hope you're out and happy now, doing up the town, 'cause you know how. Every time I hear your name, I wanna die. And now I'm still feeling blue. And baby, since you walked out of my life,
to blame. You're the one that made me cry. Oh, you're the one that laughed at me and said goodbye. Oh, you're the one that made me blue. So how's it feel now that you're the one it's happened to? You're begging me to think about the love we shared. Yet it seems to me not too long ago you didn't care. The love you left no longer lives within my heart. See, the game you played so recklessly tore it all apart. You're the one that made me cry. Oh, you're the one that laughed at me and said goodbye. Oh, you're the one that made me blue. So how's it feel now that you're the one it's happened to? So tell me, how's it feel now that you're the one? Oh, how's it feel to be the one? You're the one, you're the one, you're the one. You're the one, you're the one, you're the one.
Thank you very much. That was a song off of our new album called Runaway Train. And we've got all three albums out, like I told you just a few minutes earlier. We have our first album came out in 2013, and that was called Flatt Lonesome. It's a self-titled album. And our second album that came out in 2014, we got real creative with, and that one's called Flatt Lonesome 2. So we were homeschooled, and we just weren't very smart at the time. So we have our newest album, which just came out last year on October 2nd. That one is called Runaway Train, and you can get all of those on our website, which is flatlonesome.com, flat with 2 T's, or you can go to iTunes as well. We've got everything on there. And down here on the Dobro, he is all the way from California and is now making his home in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And he is 25 years old, so we've got 2 people in the band who are old enough to rent cars now, which is good when you have to travel. So, but that's Mr. Michael Stockton on the Dobro. And we've got back here on the bass from Bethel, Ohio, and originally from Callahan, Florida. He is a whopping 23 years old, and that's Mr. Dominic Illingworth back here on the bass. And making his way over here on the banjo. He's the old man of the group, and he is 26 years old. I know. It's crazy. Yeah, he needs a stool or something. So he's originally from Faraday, Louisiana, and he's making his home now in Trinity, Alabama. And that's Mr. Paul Harrigal on the banjo. And we're going to do another song for you off of our new album. And it's a gospel song. We do lots of gospel music, and we've grown up in church and are still very involved in our churches. And we really enjoy singing gospel music. And this is an original gospel song that I wrote for our newest album. It's a song called In the Heat of the Fire.
Lonesome. Welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, they just did a great show, and you're gonna love it. Well, let's start with this. You've got Michigan roots. Tell me about it.
We do, yeah. My mom was actually born in Holland, Michigan. So she grew up here, and she and her 5 siblings actually. So we've been up here for a few days and visiting family, and yeah, eating lots of food. So that's good.
Well, let's talk about family. Sisters, brothers. Let's kind of go down the line.
3
see
of
who we're
us
related.
are siblings here. And then my husband plays banjo for us. And then we've got the 2 misfits on the ends here.
Oh,
I don't like that.
We picked them up on the side
I don't
of the
like
road.
that.
darn.
Okay, now I understand also twins?
Yes, absolutely.
Women's.
All the beauty of the band is sitting right here.
Have to be petted, or else they start feeling bad.
I understand. Okay, well, let's go into where you started with music. Now, family band, we see a lot of family that start with bluegrass especially. So take us back.
Yeah, we started as a family band. Goodness, do you remember what year it was?
Oh, geez.
I don't really know. I was in like 9th grade, so 6 or 7. So, yep. And so we started as a family band called Sandy Creek Revival, and my dad pastored a church, and we would travel during the week and play at different churches where he would preach at. And so we just got to be a little bit too busy, and he had to, be able to spend more time at the church. So we kicked he and Mom out. And
Okay, so tell me, where did you decide to take your gospel group and then move into bluegrass and start a touring band?
Well, I guess that would have been when we started getting too busy. My dad pastored a church, so he couldn't travel a whole lot and be on the road. He had to pastor his church, so he actually encouraged us to start our own band. And that's when we, Dominic, me and him have been best friends for years. And he moved across the road from me, and he started playing bass. And so that's how we kind of got started. He was playing with us a lot. And then we got in touch with Michael, who we had met several years prior.
Tell them,
Yeah.
Kelsey.
And
Tell them.
Michael and
May I, before we move on, I came over one day and asked if he wanted to play hide and go seek. I'd moved in next door. It just went from there. Just to kind of recap me
And then
moving
Michael
in.
knocked on the door and
went
said,
to first grade together.
and he's almost out now.
Yeah. So,
They say that every weekend, and it's funny every single
time.
weekend.
That's nice. I grew up listening to country music. Okay. I started playing music when I met Buddy. He taught me how to play the guitar.
Yeah, buddy.
And then I learned how to play the bass. And
Okay.
so there you go.
So
You're welcome, man.
Well, let me ask you this, because a lot of times when you run into bluegrass bands, I've been playing since I've been 5 years old. Is that the case here?
Not for
No, not
me.
really.
No, I don't think it was for any of us.
16. I'm 23 now. Paul,
Yeah.
you?
I was about, 13 when I started, and I'm
I don't think you're
26
supposed to
now.
play with that.
Paul's having a ball over there.
Yeah, I
man.
didn't start playing mandolin until I was 13.
What a bad
Really?
case.
Yeah.
I actually started out playing banjo.
Bluegrass.
So
He was the banjo player
And I
when we
actually switched when I was 15, 16, 17.
Sure. 15.
Somewhere around there. I started playing guitar for the band.
Okay.
So that's, yeah.
Out of necessity because you had another banjo player, or how did that work?
Well, kind of. Kelsey met Paul, and they started liking each other, and they were courting for a long time.
Well, she started liking me. It took me a while.
That's true. Kelsey was the pursuer. He was the pursuee. So that's how they kind
That
of
is
got
such a
started.
lie.
And
Such a
then, Brian, he... I can't,
Wait a second.
You're not allowed to talk unless you have the ball.
Brian actually,
New rules.
our guitar player had different things going on. He played guitar. So when he quit and Paul was there, we just said, hey, Paul can play the banjo, I'll play guitar. So
And
that's,
he wanted to play guitar more anyway.
yeah, I love playing guitar.
He wanted to play
following
guitar
all this?
more anyway.
Yes.
Who is Brian?
Your turn.
Well, Dad bought us all our first instruments when we were 7 years old. Right? Right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Turned into
then
hot potato.
we kind of didn't play them. We left them in our cases for a while, and then we took lessons.
Have you ever played in another band?
Yes.
Who'd
have.
you play with?
It was a group called Youngtown. I don't
He
want to do
sang
that because I'll
Katie.
drop it. It was a group called Youngtown out of Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's my turn. I want to talk. Pass this to Paul.
Youngtown was actually a really, really good group that Michael was with.
For lighting a
Thank you.
candle.
Thank you.
He also
Clear that track, we're coming all down the line. Clear that track, we're
It was a dream come true for sure. We started and really decided to get serious about music after we won the Spigma band competition in Nashville. And so we were working towards that, and the Opry was our goal, and that's really what we were working hard for. And so August 29th of this past year, we debuted on the Opry, and since then we've played 10 times since August of last year. So we've loved it. And I mean, I think we're just now getting to the point where we can kind of take it in, you know, and not be a complete wreck when we go out on stage. But
Oh, that's great.
yeah, it's so much fun. We love
That's
it.
great. That's great to hear. Hey, who's the Game of Thrones fan?
We've never
Literally, none of us watched the show.
We're gonna just, disclaimer or buzzkill. I don't know, one of the two. None of us have ever watched the show. We have a friend, Kyle Cantrell, who does the XM Radio Bluegrass Junction. We're really close with him and all of his family, so they needed somebody in the bluegrass genre to do just the theme song, just to record that. And it was a really cool tune, and we were like, well, sure, we'll give it a shot. And it ended up being so much fun to do, like such a cool experience, and we still to this day have never seen the show. So great tune.
But we have Renaissance costumes that we wear a lot.
Paul likes the low cut stuff though. It's a
Not
little
the hotel.
The
Those
uniform.
are nice hotels.
They
though.
are,
We do
very
like
nice.
Renaissance. So
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about your
Those
new
seahorses, man.
CD, Runaway Train. How many original songs are on that?
7 original songs. 7 out of 12 are original. We put Paul actually wrote our first recorded instrumental song, so Road to Nottingham.
I didn't know
Tribute
that.
to our favorite Disney movie, Robin Hood. And so that's actually still on the Billboard Bluegrass chart. I think, is it number 5?
Number
right now?
5 this week.
Number 5 this week.
Number one.
It's number 1 in our hearts.
In our
Number 5 on the charts, number 1 in our hearts.
So we've had some really good feedback from that album, and people have really connected with "You're the One," which is
Right,
our
right.
biggest song off of that album. So Charlie brought that to the band, and
You wrote that?
no,
I
Dwight
didn't write
Yoakam
it.
wrote it, but
It's
she
just a song that I've always liked. I'm a big fan of his, and that's a song that I did by myself sometimes. And then I just thought we could try it out one day, and we did, and we all liked
we
it.
said
So
was a
you
great
can't
idea.
sing that as a solo. We have to sing it with you. So
Oh, it's a good
at
song.
first it was you can't do it as a trio, and I said, but I bet you
and
can.
she said,
You said, hold up.
So hold up.
"Wait a minute."
Oh, wait, there's more.
So we did it, and
And now
Yeah,
you
that
know
one
the rest
came
of the
out
story.
in October of last year, and people still seem to be loving it.
Who else we got writing?
The two of us.
Kelsey writes a lot.
Yeah, Paul and I so far have done all the. So far, get it? That's the song.
They're
one of our
big
songs.
spiritual writers.
Yes.
They love to
Passion.
write
Praise and worship.
spirituals. They're pretty good
I
at
like praise and worship, but it's not usually praise and worship. But yeah, we've done most of the writing for the band so far, and I wrote all the gospel songs on the new album I wrote, and Paul wrote the instrumental. He co-wrote the song "You'll Pay" off of the new album.
and
what
our
else?
dad wrote.
Oh yeah, our dad wrote
New
one.
Lease on Life.
Oh,
Our
awesome.
dad actually, he also wrote "He Still Hears," which is a gospel song off of the Flatt Lonesome 2 album. So he's a great songwriter. I've spent my life looking for you. Finding my way wasn't easy to do. But I knew
So lay down beside me, love me and hide me, and kiss all the hurting of this world away. Hold me so close that I feel your heartbeat, and don't ever wander away. Mornings and evenings all were the same. There was no music till I heard your name. But I knew when I saw you smile that now I can rest for a while. Lay down beside me, love me and hide me, and kiss all the hurting of this world away. Hold me so close that I feel your heartbeat, and don't ever wander away. And don't ever wander away.
We just recently did a live show in Asheville, North Carolina at the ISIS Music Hall. Bad name, great venue, I don't know. So we did a live show there, and so we're kind of going through some of the live recording right now, deciding what we're gonna wanna take from that and use and possibly put on an album. And we've got some live video coming out from that on our Facebook page and email and all that kind of stuff. So we're kind of brainstorming with that right now. So we don't have a studio album in the works right now. We're still kind of working
Okay.
on the live stuff.
What's one of the highlights of your careers so far? Start with you.
Besides the
Lunch.
Lunch is a highlight?
We got to go to the Yukon last year, up in Canada, and that area was on my bucket list of places I wanted to go anyways. And then it helped that we got paid to go up there, so that was pretty cool. And it was just really pretty, and we got to fish for lake trout, and we saw
That was
moose.
definitely
and,
the prettiest place we've ever been.
Yeah.
And how about yourself?
I know we've already talked about the Opry, but it's always a highlight every time we play. Since I was little, I've always wanted to play there, so.
I would have to probably, the Opry and the Yukon, obviously, but the Opry was a big deal for me. That was a really cool thing to get to do.
I would have to say the Opry.
Okay.
That was a big thing, but it was
the
our
third one?
It was our third time that I loved the most because we were at the Ryman, where it all
Yeah.
started.
I'll
Can I
see
change mine?
specifics.
Yeah.
Mine was the Opry.
Okay,
Same,
so how many
same.
Operas you
Which
got?
which
Now we got
time?
Yukon, Opry, Opry,
Which
Opry,
time?
Opry.
I've got third time. What's your time?
Dominic, what is one of the highlights in your
Playing
career?
the Bill Monroe Memorial Bean Blossom Bluegrass Festival.
It's one of
Legendary
their-
place.
Yep.
Legendary folks have played it. Can't beat
play-
it. And of course the Opry, of course.
Now you travel a lot. You're putting you work real hard at what you do, and that's obvious. And of course you've.
Sure? Yeah.
Check those
I'm
bloopers.
just taking a shot here.
Take those bloopers later.
Well, we all just kind of like this. We all kind of have the same taste in music when it comes to like the band and what we're going to record and what we like to play on stage. So if one of us has a song, mostly the singers, like if we just have a song that we really like and we would like to perform, we just bring it to the band and we try it. And if it works as a band, we do it. Most of the time, we'll know. Individually, we know if it'll work for the band or if it won't. So, and some of that stuff we do just on stage, and some of it we try to record. But like the country segment that we do with the Merle Haggard and the John Conley and the George Jones, that's not stuff we've recorded, but fans like it. So we try to do a little bit of country music since we love it.
You'll get no more of me.
Well, we got burning in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. Well, we've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. We're going to Jackson just to mess around. We're going to Jackson, look out Jackson town.
Well, go on down to Jackson. Go ahead and wreck your hell. Go play your hand, you big talking man, and make a big fool of yourself. We're going to Jackson. Go comb your hair. We're going to Jackson. See if I care.
Well, when I breaks into that city, people gonna stoop and bow. Oh, and women gonna make me teach them what they don't know how. We're going to Jackson. You turn loose my coat. Well, we're going to Jackson. Goodbye, that's all she wrote.
And they'll be laughing at you in Jackson, and I'll be dancing on a powder keg. They'll lead you around town like a scolded hound with your tail tucked between your legs. We're going to Jackson, you big talking man. I'll be waiting in Jackson behind my J-Pan van.
We got man in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. We're going to Jackson just to mess around. We're going to Jackson, look at Jackson town. We're going to Jackson.
Look out, Jackson Town.
It was such a pleasure having you all
Thanks
here
for
in the
having us.
studio today, and we're looking forward to seeing you again.
Can't
Have
wait.
fun today in Lowell.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you,
Thank you,
America.
Flat Lonesome. Bluegrass on stage. Yeah!
Sounds like Laura.
I can't be bothered to miss you anymore. Month 12, day 31, and hour 24. I used to think if I missed hard enough, you'd come back for sure. And I can't be bothered now to miss you anymore. It's not like I don't have tears to cry. Such memories, so little time. This box of photographs to go through one by one. There's just so much work to get done. I can't be bothered to miss you anymore. Month 12, day 31.